And welcome to my channel. In today's episode, I will actually show you a concept of creating an Excel as a download template. So many a times what happens is generally we will get uh, an Excel report or an Excel file that generally we used to go and upload, say for example sales order data or sometimes material document PO things, so or some other processes that you want to actually go master data for that matter, creating a customer or something. So generally those files will come as an Excel file to us, which generally sometimes the functional people will ask us to actually go and read that file and create either the customer or material with the BAPIs that needs to be used. Now, how to use BAPI and all? You can actually visit my SAP API Hub video, wherein actually I have shown you how you can go and understand which API to be used and what are the uh, payload and everything, how you can actually come up with, and then how you can actually directly write your code in ABAP to call the API Hub uh, uh, service so that you can create the process that you want. For example, material document, if you want to create, you can use the material document. Sales order is there, purchase order is there, right? So accordingly, you can do that. But many a times it happens that this particular format that you can see here as a down thing from here, right? That will be usually shown or provided to the end user, where the end user will actually go and fill in. I've just taken our RAP contact, first name, middle name, same thing here as a download template for me. But you can actually do wonders here. Okay, whatever you want to have, you can actually have it. So what I will do is actually in this session is walk you through how we can actually go about doing it. The idea is that for our report, we will give a download Excel template button, and with that button, a blank Excel file will be created with a properly formatted um, Excel file with the header, which will be then used by the end user to fill the data and then use this file name to upload the data. Okay, all the validations and everything that you can take care of while you are doing it. So let us now get into the system and see how we can actually go about doing this whole concept. Uh, Now, in this particular session, we will not be using any Excel code, guys. No XML, Excel, no OLE, no nothing on Excel coding as such. I'll be showing you a very new concept which you can actually use to utilize the CLSALV table, which we use to display the grid report as an output. But without showing that output, you can still download that data as a template, which will be a blank template that can be downloaded. So very much useful in case of you want to download the data uh, with a with no values in there. Then this is the one of the best concept. Pretty easy to do it because we use it day in day out to actually create our ALVs. But without displaying the ALV, we can actually go and create our Excel also. So I'll be showing you through that particular thing. So let us now get into the system and see how we can go about doing this whole exercise. Hello, let me actually show you one use case now. Generally, when we have to actually go and create a Excel download template, wherein generally we go with either XML, Excel or OLE to actually create this one. Today I will be going to show you a kind of a trick that you can use in order to create your own template the way you want. Now let me just show you what I have actually created as a program here. Basically, depending on the type that we are trying to do, this program, my idea is that it will try to upload either the contact or contact address. As we have seen in our previous RAP sessions, that we have created a contact um, table and a contact address table. Uh, this file will, the user will be able to actually select the file name, an Excel file, and upload the data. And once it is uploaded, the data, if it is selected for contact, then contact table will be filled in. But usually the whole idea here is to show you guys how you can create this download template. Okay, but before you actually understand how download template works, let us understand how a display contact works. Now, generally in a display contact, we just go and display just I'm taking it from the contact table, and all the columns I am just displaying it here. And now for all the grid display that is being done by standard, SAP also had this spreadsheet functionality wherein when you go and actually export it. Okay, let me just go and say export this to some Excel file. By default, it will be shown to you, and it is like this. Okay, wherein it says this depends on different uh, functionality by defining different PF status here. But this PF status, it is having display shown as, or the output is shown when it is exported to Excel with the header as well as the display output. Okay, now my requirement is that I am not going to actually ask the end user to fill this. So what my requirement is that I have to just go and create first name, middle name, last name, gender, okay, then DOB, no age, telephone and email. Okay, these are the only 6 fields I want. Okay, for uh, my particular process, wherein the user will fill in and I will use this as a upload program. Now before we actually do it in as a upload program, my idea is that we should actually give them as a download file, okay, so that the template can be downloaded, the user can fill in the data and then upload it. Now this is a typical scenario where you see we don't have all the um fields to be all the columns to be as my part of my template. So let us come back here. The other way I am trying to generate this is that, okay, let me close this. So, and let me come and try to change the layout here by using this layout, and I'm saying, okay, contact ID I don't need. Similarly, last three also I don't need. Okay, and age also I don't need, so that I have first name, middle name, last name, gender, DOB. This is what I need as my output, and this is what is now being shown here. Now, once it is been shown here, if I now try to go and update it, right, or export it, rather, it will again give me that, but again, you see, this one is there. Okay, so it is always better that, and on top of it, what I need the end user to have a download template is something like this, that, okay, first name, middle name, last name, gender, DOB, telephone, email, delete this, and no data there. Okay, so this kind of blank entry is what I have to actually give to the end user as a download template, wherein the download will be actually added. The this will be actually added. Let's say, for example, I am saying here they wanted to have Johnson and Johnson. Okay. Gender is male, DOB say 2024, sorry, 1999, 1201. Okay. So 1st December 1998, telephone number 9876543210. Okay. Email is j&j at yahoo.co.my, for example. Huh? So, and then we can use this template to be actually gone and added as a part of our upload here. So the person can come here and then select that export and then execute, and the file will be uploaded to contact. But if it is an address here, right, then address will be a different uh, template, because it has got a different columns, right? So what I have done here is I have actually created these two download templates by when the user can come here and click on contact and just say download template, and it will take give me a file to be selected, which is nothing but I'm saying okay contact template, and I'm saying yes, do you want to replace, because it is there already, it says okay, and then file successfully downloaded. The second thing is address. Okay. Now in my address also it says address underscore template. I can change the name also, and I says, and you see file successfully downloaded. So now if I come back to my Explorer and if I see, okay, let me just keep contact and everything. Let me delete. Okay, I don't need it. Okay, and if you see the address template uh, is something like this. Okay, wherein it should, okay, it is not completely been done. Similarly, but it should have how many column, A B C D E F, 6 columns, and contact template will be having for example 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 8 columns, 7 columns. Okay, so you see this is the template that I have actually been created. So how this has been created, let us go and understand that whole concept now. Okay, let me just walk you through the this program that I have created, a custom program in Eclipse. Okay, so what I have done is, okay, I have just created two buttons. One is for download, one is for display. If it is a download, then I am just calling a class method called download Excel with uh, the proper value, or the option that is been selected. So the option, if it is p contact, the parameter which is a kind of option group or a option button that has been selected for contact, it will, I am just taking it as contact, or it is address, and we passing that particular process, whether file type, whether it is a uh, contact or a address file type that has been requested for download. Now in this download program, right, of course let me walk you through the selection screen first, which is very pretty clear that okay, it has got two two option groups, okay, and one upload file, input file. In case of upload input file, I am just calling a, routine that will just call the CLGUI front end service just to get the file open dialog box, and if the file is been added, selected, it will be passed back to this file upload. Okay, now once this uh, program is executed, if the button is clicked, okay, you see there are two button, display contacts and uh, download. Okay, now download is something that is we are interested in. So for that I have actually gone and created one class and include here, and in that include has a class which has been created, okay, ZMSCLALV to Excel, and it has got two uh, one static method to get the instance and one method to download the Excel. Okay, so how it is being called from our main program is, let me, okay, let me make this a bit bigger so that you can see it properly. So how it works is this one, from that class get instance will give me the, and a download Excel will be called as soon as a, a download button is clicked on our screen. But before that, since we are actually taking which one the user has selected, whether it is contact or it is an address, that is being passed to this particular download Excel. Now let us come to download Excel. This method which will actually take the file type and it will just return whether it has the error during the process, and if and the message that it returns back. Okay, and that message that is returned back, right, is basically shown here in the screen. Okay, and that is why you are being able to see that file successfully downloaded there. Okay, so let us see how this whole thing works. So what download thing does, a download Excel does it, I am just saying that, okay, based on the file type, if it is a download for contact, call the download Excel contact, and download Excel contact, you can see those are actually private method. Okay, if you see, this is the private section, and in that private section I have actually defined some constant for the field header. Okay, as one GOSALV table. So let me walk you through the private section now. What I have done is these are only the fields that I need for my contact and address to be exported. So I have actually created my own types, and based on that type I have created two tables for Excel contact and Excel contact address. Okay, that needs to be uh, exported. Okay, now instead of me going and using the OLE concept or XML Excel, the easiest way is that we create a GOSALV table, define the columns, everything, and then just use the download functionality that comes along with the SALV table, um, SALV table class. Okay, so now for doing that, I have actually created some of the headers like, okay, contact ID, first name, last name, okay, these fields, address, city, everything I have actually added here. Now what happens is when this download contact is being called, okay, from our thing, I just go and check, get the file name, okay, and using the file type. So this file name will again have a default file name based on whether it is a contact, then contact template, if address, then address template as a by, and that is why you are seeing that contact template.xls was being shown. You can change it in any ways. So when you actually go and select the file name, that will be added to a gv full path. Okay, and this is a string type um, global variable that is been defined. So now once that is been done, I just check whether the user has actually given the file name, yes or no. If no, then I say that, okay, return it back, we don't need to do anything. Now the best part of doing this is, it is you use CLSALV factory to just, where is it? You use CLSALV factory and create a SALV table object. Okay, and then set the column heading, and then finally download the ALV to Excel. Okay, how we are doing it is, okay, when this whole thing is been done, let me go and set the column heading, and you might have seen I have done a column heading where I just got the all the columns for that particular table, and then first name, middle name, last name, gender, I have just set the column heading there. If it is address, I'm just using this the other one. Okay, uh, uh, the other particular things there. Okay, now what I am doing is, okay, once this is been done, okay, now finally this is actually setting, each column is been set using this long text there. Okay, so I am calling it for each and every table. And then the final thing will be the download ALV to Excel. And the the magic happens here. Okay, this line, you see this line, the magic happens. Now SO SALV table has one method called toXML, and XML type we have to pass as XLSX. So what it will do is it will convert the data of that particular table into a string which is of XML, and then that that string I am just converting it to binary using the SCM X string to binary. So this, whatever I am getting the X string back, the XML string back, I am just converting it into binary, and I am creating this that saving that into an internal table, a source table which is of very simple line type of length 124, 1024 characters. And once this is there, then you can use GUI download to actually pass this particular data, because now since it is converted as a binary with a binary format, that will be stored as with using GUI download. If it is uh, able to download, then I'm saying file successfully downloaded, otherwise error downloading the file, and the message has been displayed. It is that simple, guys. Okay, so how it works is that we just go and execute. In this case, for the contact, when I download the Excel file, it will go and read the the not read, basically use the GT contact, Excel contact that we have defined, and using the CLALV without displaying. Okay, this one is used for displaying, the other one is not used for displaying. Okay, never, it is not displayed. um, Here if you see, not displayed. But if you go and see the display, okay, another thing that you can see here is that it also has a display contacts as a public uh, method. And if you go to display contact, okay, this method will actually, what it will do is it will just select if it is not selected. Now you see same code I have actually used here, same code. I am just saying, okay, contact, get the factory object for that particular, passing the GT contact table. Okay, and set the ALV header, means nothing but the ALV header, set the column heading, and then display it. This display I'm not using it, rather without using the display I'm just downloading it. So display will actually display by setting the column heading and everything. Now column heading, how we are doing it, we are setting the PF status, hiding some of the columns like client I'm not showing there, by default it is hidden. And row, this is nothing but our ALV header that you are looking at, contact details, executed and executed by with some list, and then contact heading. I'm just actually passing all the heading there and finally displaying it. So how it is being displayed is by, once you just go there, when you say display contact, all these things will be displayed. You see contact details, executed and executed by is being displayed because I have just use this particular code to display it here. Mandate is hidden here. So all those settings you can do to display, but without displaying also. Once one thing is you can display and then move the Excel spreadsheet as an output. The second thing is you can use the same code, guys. Very simple, easy to do, especially in case when you want to download a blank template where you only need the column heading that needs to be displayed. The CLSALV uh, table, this particular class is very handy. Okay, with that I would like to stop here now. Hope this video might have been helpful for you uh, by understanding the code with very little code that we should actually write into, and the normal code that we are writing day in day out will might have actually helped you understand. I will be actually putting the source code in the link description, source code link there in the description. Just check that out. You can try it for yourself, uh, and I hope that this will be applicable for you in your project as well. With that, I would like to stop here, guys, requesting you to please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and happy learning.